Dangerfield.
All right there. Now, after the audio monstrosity of yesterday's video, I'm no techie. I've had to do some really weird workarounds to get this sounding kind of acceptable. Let us know in the comments if this is bearable. A couple of people yesterday went, I can't watch this, it hurts too much. Understandable, but what are you going to do? I'd also like to thank the handful of people that responded to my desperate pleas for financial support in the live stream yesterday. This channel's hanging by a thread at the minute. My circumstances and financial circumstances have changed since I set this channel up. And don't get me wrong, it ain't going anywhere, but whether I'll be able to do 16, 17 videos a month, 10 live streams, 5 interviews like I have as I go forward, unless I can justify spending time on this as opposed to work that makes me money, that's the way up. And it was all sweet until I got banned from PayPal, and that done me. So I'm just being honest. Speaking of being honest, someone put in the comments to my live stream yesterday, which was one of my best streams ever, when are we going to get to see the real Chris? Yeah, take off the clown mask. What? Hang on, you're not my psychotherapist, you're not my mate. It's a fucking entertainment channel. Anyway, speaking of entertainment, I mentioned in the stream yesterday that there was an article in The Guardian about telling women that it's alright to live and die alone. Now, I haven't read it, so we'll be looking at this together, but it was sent to me. Let's do it now. The Guardian. Oh, that's how to get your sound settings in OBS. Right, here we go. Lovely from The Guardian. You don't have to settle. Oh, no. Nothing good about having a family. Nothing good about getting married. Nothing good about settling and building a community. I mean, why would Europe want that? Why would English people want that? I mean, look how it's going without strong communities and strong families. Going well. So yeah, you don't have to settle. The joy of living and dying alone. These are the messages we want. I mean, no surprise that this is coming from the essentially Marxist Guardian. Absolutely shocking. Data, data confirms more women have realised there are far worse things than dying alone. Which is bad news for the patriarchy. Yeah, it is bad news for a patriarchal society. You know, one of the most successful societies in history and geography. Yeah, it is bad news for a society built on family, built on community, built on nation. Yeah, it is. And what are you offering to replace that with? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Just this fingers crossed best guess. Surely it's going to be better just to get rid of something. Let's just destroy what we've got. Let's just destroy this incredibly successful society because patriarchy. Shocking. And there she is, happy as Larry. Look, she's just chatting about incredible, actually, very interesting image this. Excuse me, I've got an annoying sesame seed. Which is weird because sesame seeds are usually far from annoying. Look at this picture. 50s. A 50s aesthetic. The jeans, the slippers, the haircut, the makeup, the sofa, even the telephone. Incredibly interesting that The Guardian are giving us an idealised image from the 50s when family and community and nation were promoted. When patriotism wasn't seen as a negative thing. Look, you know, this woman here, this smiling woman on a luxurious sofa, that image comes from a strong family and a strong nation, and yet they're using it to market this great new idea that, hey, women, don't settle, smash the pash, yeah. For years, I hate you, feminism. I despise everything about you. I despise that ideology that sent mothers to work. Mothers. They've carried a baby inside them for 9 months. They've had another human. There's a bond with that child that is just literally incredible. And a couple of weeks after it come out, go and get to work. Put them in care. Get a nanny or something. Go and work every hour God sends, so that you can pay for a nanny. So that and end up what? The only difference at the end of the day is you don't get to spend time with your kid. You ain't got no extra money. There's data to show that as well. But are the Guardian going to mention it? No. For years, feminist writer Linda Hersham courted controversy by advising that marriage, unless to an exceptional man, there's no exceptional men anymore. Oh no, they're white people. I mean, they're white men. What? Hang on, they can't be exceptional. No, they're toxic. I mean, that's over. There's just this implicit idea that men are shit. Unless to an exceptional man. Well, actually, most men are exceptional. The men that built the West. The men that died for our freedoms. The men that died for the evil patriarchy that has given you choices and options beyond humanity's wildest dreams. The ones you want to piss all over because feminism, unless to an exceptional man, is often a bad bargain for women. Yeah, it's awful for women to have their family around them, to have a hard-working, loving husband. I mean, who wants that? Who wants to get old with your kids coming around for Sunday dinner and Christmases with loads of kids and nephews and nieces and uncles and aunties and grandparents? Oh, horrible. Why do you want that when you can get to 45 and be on your own, knocking back fucking Lambrini at the weekend while your mascara runs down, while you can't get any left swipes on fucking Tinder? Wonderful. No, because there's no exceptional men left. I wonder why. I wonder if it's because feminism whipped them all up into their own personal hells. Anyway, this could take a while. Not long ago, I had a discussion with a friend about why she married and ultimately divorced someone she knew wasn't right for her. Well, she made a mistake there, really. She said it's funny, but it's hell on earth. I mean, let's not take away from that. I'm not going to let this shit black pill me. In fact, I let it white pill me. Because it's laughable. It's now so blatantly transparent and ridiculous, and less people are falling for this. That's why on every single page in this bullshit fountain propaganda rag, while you're here, you don't think you could perhaps spare a chance of the cost of one Starbucks per day, about £1 million a week, because they can't support themselves. She said she bought into society's deafening message that being with a man, any man, is better than being alone. That's society's deafening message. That's all I hear. Be with any man. Be with any man. Or is it the opposite of that? Be with someone you love. Be with someone who loves you. Be with someone you've thought about. Perhaps that's another message you might have wanted to have considered. But be with any man. Come on, it's ridiculous as be with any woman. She bought into society's deafening message that being with a man, any man, is better than being alone, and certainly better than dying alone, which is allegedly the worst fate anyone, especially any woman, can suffer. These feminist straw men, just plucking this nonsense out of, she knows where she wants to get to with this article. She knows how she wants to summarise. She knows because she hates men. She hates the West. She hates European society, tradition, community and family. So she wants to be able to summarise, fuck them. She wants to be able to get to the point where she can say, don't get married, don't support this system, fuck the patriarchy, yeah? So she'll say anything. She'll funnel her thoughts and your thoughts all the way down to fuck it all, yeah, destroy. I'm ridiculously unhappy and everyone should be too. Smash this incredibly successful society because I haven't got a better idea or anything, but it's bad, yeah. Wage gap and stuff. When I told her I'd never feared dying alone, and in fact have sometimes feared the opposite, she told me I was incredibly lucky, because this meant I wouldn't end up settling for a life that doesn't actually make me happy, even if society tells me it's supposed to. Who is this society? Who is this society that's telling you that? Why do you think most women actually want to have babies? I wonder why when women start getting to 25, 26, it all starts getting a little bit hectic up top and they think, hang on, I want a baby, I want a baby. I wonder if that's society or whether it's being a woman, whether it's hormones. Now, obviously, men are women now. Yeah, obviously. And those men don't have those hormones, which must obviously negate a real woman's hormones. They can't be real. That can't be something. Female hormones are a social construct. Apparently, I'm not alone. Pun intended. Another Lambrini, Sophia. Thanks, Penelope. Did you see the message I put out to the working white women of England? Fuck them, eh? I mean, I've got plenty of money that I inherited from a good, strong family. But those poor white women I'm telling to live and die alone, they've got fuck all. Maybe they can get a cat from a rescue centre or something. Apparently I'm not alone, pun intended. Data confirms that more women have begun to realise there are far worse things than dying alone, which is great news for women, but bad news for the patriarchy. Yeah, stick it to them. Stick it to that whole system that's given us so much. Stick it to the whole system which ironically has got us in a position where she can say this. That's alright, fuck them. Encourage women to be alone. Because that's what they want. That's what humanity is about. Surely, it's not about love. It's not about connection. It's not about groups. No. It's about being completely atomised and promoting that. Being alone. Alone, lonely. There's got to be a link there somewhere. Broke men are hurting women's marriage prospects. just shocking. Shocking. The men feminism broke. The men feminism have scared out of dedicating themselves to jobs and education. It's hurting women. The New York Post recently declared, citing a study from the Journal of Family and Marriage, the article claimed that most American women hope to marry. Good. But there is a shortage of men with stable incomes and lives, making it tough for a woman to do so. Yeah, but have you noticed when men and women get together, they tend to do better financially? Yeah, have you seen the data about that? CNN, oh, of course we can trust CNN on this matter. CNN reports, because they're journalists, yeah, they're always out there working, always out there looking for truth, CNN. CNN reports that there are more single women working than ever. Press F for the family. Why is that a good thing? That sounds like misery to me. Not just hers, but everyone's. Not just those single women, but everyone. Why work? What are you working for? To be alone? I love my evenings on my own, reading books. You know. Tragic, absolutely tragic. They don't tell you why that's a good thing. Nowhere so far have they explained why any of this is good, except smash the patriarchy. And by 2030, according to the CDC, 45% of working women ages 25 to 44 in the United States will be single. Do you reckon that'll be Muslims? Do you reckon that'll be the Jews? Do you reckon it'll be either of those really strong family units? Really strong communities? No. Be white people of European descent being endlessly encouraged to fuck off the family, to increase the atomisation of self. Make them weaker. Get weaker, Europe. Hey, European peoples, get weaker. Get weaker. Become more vulnerable. Shocking. This inspired this spirited Twitter exchange. Oh, nice one, Guardian. Nice journalism. Quote some Twitter. Quote some Twitter. What? What is this? Erin in favour through Ryan. What? Don't even understand that. Counterpoints. It's a million times better to be single than to have a husband who's trash. Yeah, obviously. It's also a million times better to have a healthy foot than one that's got gangrene. What do you do about that? Don't let it get gangrenous. Just work on a healthy foot. Get a decent husband, you fucking basic bastards. 2. Imagine being a man who thinks that women die of sadness without them. Laughing my fucking arse off. No one thinks that. No one thinks that. They just think it's very sad that people are encouraging people to alienate themselves from others, to atomise themselves. They actually just think that family and community is part of a good, strong nation. And they think these things are important because they are. Historically, that's been proved. That's what the problem is. It's just we're not actually that bothered or concerned about you. We're concerned about everyone. Or imagine actually having some kind of social, national concern and responsibility. Sorry, do you understand those words? I doubt you do. 3. Being a single woman between 25 and 44 in the United States is, and I'm speaking from experience, fun as hell. Yeah. Are you a child? Fun as hell. Yeah, I go out, I party, I water ski, yeah, I disco. Woo. Yeah, you're not meant to, you're an adult. Take some fucking responsibility. Have some sophisticated thought here. You're part of a nation. There's things that need to be done, or you're going to lose it all. We're going to lose it all because of pricks like you who want to have fun. Yeah, woohoo. It's just, life's just a party. You're not 12. Take some fucking responsibility. Grow up. Oh, look at this. That was it. That Twitter clash. What? Twitter clash? What have I missed? There's only one there. Just what? That. Who wrote this? Someone who didn't read their own. They probably have someone else. Hi, is that the Twitter people? Yeah, I've just written an article. Can you stick some tweets in? Thanks. That Twitter clash that wasn't, unless I could have got something wrong here, but doesn't look like a clash to me. That Twitter clash perfectly captures a growing cultural divide. There are those who still believe that traditional marriage is a natural order of things. It's not about nature. It's not about natural. It can be. It's just about community and family and nation. The basic fucking building blocks of our existence. The things that have, again, ironically, enabled lunatics like you to have fun at 44. Because if you carry on hacking away at those things, you won't be able to have fun at 44. You'll be in a fucking labour camp. It's ridiculous. And that those not participating in this institution are failing society and must be desperately unhappy and lonely. We don't care about you. You go and run away and have fun. But yeah, we do care about everyone. We do care about our people. We do care about our countries that have proven themselves as being amazing, built on this stuff. These are the foundations of our great nations. You take them away, the great nation falls. It fails. And what happens to great nations that fail? They get invaded. They get taken over. Their resources get taken over. Their people get abused. Can you not see it happening already? Of course you can't, because that's probably racist or Islamophobic or sexist or gay or a fuck knows. Then there are the rest of us who believe that traditional marriage is great for some but not for everybody, and we certainly don't feel like lonely failures for choosing to opt out. And yes, for many of us it is an active choice, not just an economic outcome. Sure, carry on. Contrary to decades of prevailing wisdom that those who marry are better off, contrary to decades of prevailing wisdom and study that suggests those who marry are better off, we found one published in the Journal of Women's Health that did not in any way have an agenda to defend. Published in the Journal of Women's Health, found that women who stay single or who divorce are actually healthier. Healthier. I mean, that's easy to measure. No problem. Than those who stay married. By contrast, married men are healthier than men who are not. Why the discrepancy? Probably because women have been popping out babies, and that's got to take a toll. Oh, don't do that then. For starters, men are less likely to go to the doctors than women, unless of course, i.e. wives nudge them. What is this? Women are traditionally better at maintaining social networks than men. When a man divorces, he may see his physical and emotional health slide. He loses a person concerned with keeping him healthy and much of his social network. Almost like men are kind of there, ready, wanting and designed for families. You know, communities, nations. Do I have to keep saying it because you haven't mentioned it once? By contrast, women who divorce just see their relationships evolve from investing in a man and a family. Oh, you've missed that bit out. I wonder why. Because I can tell you why. Because saying their relationships evolve from investing in a man, yuck. Yeah, that sounds wonderful to feminists and all the other fucking lunatic millennials you're trying to convert. But if you were to put in there, by contrast, women who divorce just see their relationships evolve from investing in a man and a family, children. Suddenly it's a little bit unnecessary, a little bit sticky, a little bit true, a little bit honest, and a little bit fucking selfish. They just see their relationships evolve from investing in a man to investing in more heavily in other social and community connections. What, just Tinder going down the boozer? Come on. For years, the feminist writer Linda Hersham courted controversy for advising that marriage, unless to an exceptional man, is often a bad bargain for women. Obviously it is. It's obviously a bad bargain if it's not a good man. Just find a good man. With every child a woman has, she sees her pay and long-term professional opportunities decline. Yeah, but she sees her family grow. She sees her ability to love and nurture a family grow. Oh no, but, you know, think about the money, because that's always made people happy. I mean, God, money? All my problems are sorted. Can't wait to die with all that money in the bank. Particularly if she leaves the workforce for a significant period of time. I wonder why she'd do that. Because of babies. Furthermore, marriage has historically presented women with two options. Neither good. Marry a man and sacrifice your autonomy and career goals to become financially dependent on him. So? Or marry a man and attain your own career, but be prepared to have a second shift, taking care of him and the home. Yet again, they don't mention children, because that leaves a nasty taste in their mouth. It's alright to fuck men off. What, looking after a man? All he's been doing is out there working on an oil rig for fucking 20 hours a day. All he's been doing is out there cleaning sewers or fighting fires. Fuck looking after him. Why would you make him dinner? He's only bringing in the money, paying for everything and risking his fucking life on a daily basis. Fuck him. But they don't mention they mention the home. Not children though, because it's nasty. Because then we see these people for who they are. They're hatred. They're vile. They're disgusting. So they leave that out. Even among more open-minded millennial men, oh, you know the type, the female spouse still ends up doing the majority of caregiving and housekeeping. Yeah, because the man ends up doing most of the fucking hard work. More women, however, are forgoing marriage and motherhood. In doing so, they trade their second shift and instead begin taking care of themselves. For what reasons? Why would you bother? To use Hirschman's language, they are rejecting a bad bargain. This new status quo frustrates men who feel entitled to female companionship, such as angry male incels. I'm nearly 50 years old. I have met and had very good friendships with hundreds, if not thousands of men. I have never not met one man who feels entitled to female companionship. Not one. No, men don't think like that. They think they have to earn it. Oh, shocking, isn't it? They think they have to earn it. How do they earn it? By working hard and doing what the woman asks them to do. They want to be good men for women. They don't feel entitled. They're prepared. They're naturally, hormonally directed towards doing what women want. They will sacrifice their entire lives for a good woman and a family. Oh, but no, this new status quo frustrates men like incels who think they can fuck everything. You're pathetic. How much more is to go? Oh, not much, thankfully. While trying to explain the danger of incels, what's this got to do with anything? The danger of incels? What? Hang on. The Joker? What is this? The danger of incels. I don't know any of them. There's about four. The danger of incels. Involuntary celibates. To my mother. Mum, watch out. Watch out. Because out there's involuntary celibates. And they think they're entitled to your 90-year-old poussoir. I was surprised to hear her say, well, they're not entirely wrong. Realising my horror, but Mum, I'm a feminist, don't you know? Men think they're entitled to me because I'm so lovely. I'm so in demand. You know, they're out there just thinking they should have me because I'm like a fairy. I'm like a queen. I'm like a princess. I was a queen. Realising my horror, she went on to explain that women used to need a man to survive. Yeah, like communities do, like families do, like nations do. That led to a lot of bad marriages and deterred divorces. She loves that. Thanks to modern feminism, she gets to see women like me make decisions that are not predicated on needing a man to keep a roof over my head. You don't have to settle, she said. And in her head she thought, but believe me, you're going to be really useless. I'm not saying you won't have fun. I mean, you know, I had a few people in a video recently say, I'm fed up with him talking about this cat lady thing. My life's great and I'm single. Yeah, you selfish bitch. yeah. Good for you. What are you doing for society? Fuck all. Women have more economic power and freedom to set standards regarding the men they will be with and what they will put up with from those men than any other time in history. More women are deciding that being with a bad marriage or trying to co-parent with an irresponsible man is much worse than dying alone. Oh, well done. Well done, Sherlock Holmes. Being in a bad relationship is bad. That's what you've taught us, is it, feminism? Being in a bad relationship is bad. Because no women are bad. Men have never suffered from bad women. No. I couldn't give you millions of anecdotes of men I've had whose girlfriends have beat them up, scraped their eyes out while they were sleeping, electrocuted them, tried to cut their fingers off, told them they had cancer. Bing, got that one. No. It's all about those horrible, unexceptional men. Once dying alone is no longer scary to women. No, dying alone is not scary to anyone, but living alone is useless. Once dying alone is no longer scary to women, men lose power. What? There's women out there and they're no longer scared of dying alone. We'll have to have a patriarchy meeting tonight. I'll meet you at the Ministry of Patriarchy. We've got to sit round our table with our top hats and our canes. Well, women are no longer scared of dying alone. Oh, I feel like Samson who's had my hair cut. It's like someone's taken my top hat off. I'm losing my power. So it shouldn't be surprising that some incels are outraged. What, half of them or the other two? Some incels are outraged. This is feminism. Feminism, this woman literally thinks she's found a couple of incels and they think they're entitled to me, but I'm not scared of dying alone, so fuck them. No wonder I bet they're outraged now. I bet they can't handle it. Power over men. Oh, you achieved it, darling. Oh, you really did. And you haven't cut your nose off to spite your face at all. No, sure. I'm sure when you're 68 years old in your house having fun and you look around on Christmas and it's just you, or you could go meet your other unscared of dying people and you could sit around and play Trivial Pursuit with people you don't really have much left in common with, but you can look at them and go, look at us for a year. We should send some photographs to some incels. They'll be outraged at what we're doing at 60 on our own with no families and absolutely contributing nothing to society. We've really become redundant and those incels are absolutely gutted. Which is why, thank you, Mum. Yeah, sure, yeah. Thank you, Mum. She done you a great job. She's fucked you up. We want this debate. We're confident in this debate because we've looked at what's going on. And we're sure that you've got it wrong.